Hello. Bl'Artagnan here with a retroactive should you have pulled for Kadaj. I'll be discussing the character in under 4 minutes, because that's how long this royalty-free music lasts. Now you may be saying to yourself, Bl'Art, why are you telling me this? Kadaj came out over a month ago. His banner's gone, I couldn't even pull even if I wanted to. Here's the thing. It's unusual in this game to be able to say objectively, with certainty, that you should or shouldn't pull. But in this case, I can do that, because Kadaj, as you may be aware, is broken. And I don't mean he has busted auras or anything like that. I mean the character is not working as intended. The short version is that his EX is bugged and is charging slower than it should. That's not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. It's something that'll affect gameplay, but it's not game-breaking, not crashing the game, making it unplayable. That's not the problem, because I can hear you saying, Kadaj was an easy skip, I don't care about him, sucks for you if you pulled him, but it's not my problem, and that's where you're wrong. Because the problem here isn't that Kadaj is a bug. Bugs come and go. This is a video game, we can deal with bugs. The problem is the communication, or lack thereof, that we've had from the developers since this was identified. It's been over a month. The issue was called to their attention back when the event dropped in GL, and was acknowledged during the live stream by SQEX Joshua, who said he'd pass it along, saying, it could be working as intended, could be a bug, I'll pass it along. And that's the last we heard about it. And that's the issue. Because it's not that we want this bug fixed immediately. As I said, it's not game-breaking. We want communication. We want to hear about it. We want to know what's going on. We want to feel in the loop, because this is a relationship that we have with the game, with the developers. It's a business relationship. They're a business, we're a customer. And a relationship, be it business, be it personal, is founded on trust and communication. And you can't have one without the other. The less communication we get, the less trust we're allowed to have. Or the less trust we allow ourselves to have, I should say. And I do want to clarify, this isn't a gacha on SQEX, or on Team Ninja or anything like that. I like this game, I want it to do very well, and that's why I'm baffled by this. We know that they're capable of finding and fixing bugs. Look at the Cypher bug that was caught, reported in a day, and then fixed the next day. They know what they're doing. We trust them to do that. And so not hearing a response about this Kadaj situation, because there's been an outcry in the community, and the responses have been evasive or straight up just ignoring the question, that undermines that trust. And that creates a sense in your head of catastrophizing. Maybe you start saying, why should I be spending money on this game? Is it long for this world? What's going on? What do they know that I don't? Why aren't... Because they only have goodwill to gain by keeping us informed as players. And only ill will to gain by just keeping it to themselves and not telling us. Unless they have some grand surprise plan that's going to make it all make sense, I feel like it's a mistake to not acknowledge this feedback and say, hey, okay, well, here's what's been going on. It's a bug, it's not a bug, we're still looking into it, we don't have the resources to look into it right now, just keep us in the loop. Because without that, we start wondering, and context is everything. We don't have the context. All we know is they're not saying shit, and lack of communication breeds catastrophization. So that's why you shouldn't pull for Kadaj, in my opinion. I think he represents a breach of that trust, and my personal fear for the future. Also, in all likelihood, you'll end up pulling junk if you pulled for him.